There's not a man I would rather follow. And a lot of people asked about this gentleman that just spoke on behalf of all of us here. And no one understood what it meant when you talk about emotion, when you talk about inclusion, when you talk about leadership. And for all of us up here, it was easy to follow this man, and to have him speak on my behalf tonight means more than I can say in words. Since last year, when Brian was so kind enough to take time out of his night, I felt a great weight fall onto my shoulders, and that weight has only increased over the last year. Over the last few months, I wrote some things down because I wanted to make sure that I sent the right message and let everyone know exactly how I was feeling. And so if you bear with me, I did put some words together here. I stand before you humbled and incredibly appreciative because I am truly blessed. Blessed to have the talent worthy of the NHL, and blessed to have a decade to share that ability with the tremendous people of New York. Especially the true blue fans that fill the Garden here night in and night out. How could I have possibly imagined a night like this when I was 9 years old, shooting pucks high to the glove side on my dad in the driveway in Toronto? I never could have pictured this after my first visit to New York as a 14-year-old, driving up the West Side Highway, looking up at all the skyscrapers while feeling the energy of the city, being overwhelmed and wondering who lived in New York. I'll tell you what, over the last 18 years, I've been lucky enough to discover so much goodness and greatness about the heartbeat and wonderful people of New York, especially everyone in this building. How can I sum up the feeling I have every time I walk into Madison Square Garden, the place where I grew up, from a long-haired 23-year-old to a proud husband of 3 amazing children. This is the place where I always felt at home. So much so that right now I feel as if 18,200 of my closest friends are right here in my living room. How can I tell everyone here tonight, and everyone who's been part of my magical New York experience, how appreciative I am to have been a part of your lives? I can share with you the memory of October 7th, 1991, as I stood here on the blue line before our home opener with Brian Leach and Mike Richter, as we welcomed Mark Messier, our captain. I knew that day how fortunate I was, and that my success would be a byproduct of theirs. That special trio and their unique abilities simplified the game for me to the point where all I had to do was work hard. As I look up into the rafters at all the names and numbers, it is abundantly clear why I am having so much trouble imagining my name amongst theirs. So I ask myself, I actually pinch myself every day and I ask, how did I get here? The only answer I could come up with is I just tried to keep it simple and work as hard as I could. The kind of hard work that my sisters and brothers and I learned from our incredibly special mom, Linda, and my father, Robert. The brand of effort that I was specifically taught by my father, a policeman in Toronto. I watched him proudly put on his uniform every day and go to work, where the essence of his job was to protect and defend. That's how I felt every night I was fortunate enough to put one of these blue, red, and white jerseys on. All I can say is thank you. Thank you for the outpouring of support every time I hit the ice, from my first home game here to this wonderful evening tonight. Your enthusiasm has always been there, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Thank you for allowing me to become part of your lives in this inspiring city, where every day is a chance to give back and be a part of this great community. In particular, I want to thank all the great kids that I've been lucky enough to befriend. And the best part is that we all collectively have done it together. I want to say thank you to all the beat writers, to Sam, Joe, Kenny, JD, who has joined us from St. Louis, Al, Stan, and all the broadcasters over the years. I appreciate the devotion to your craft and the great game of hockey. Thank you to Rick Kern, Mr. Rob Ingram, for your unwavering guidance and friendship. And I want to thank the New Yorkers who have had a lasting impact